Beastbreaker? Best Beaker? Okay. That's gonna grow a beak? We shall see.
Looking at the video Vodeo Games just put out about people praising Beastbreaker.
Yeah.
I like that they included the like revelation that Day Knight had, where he's like, "Oh, they're taking the Slay the Spire system of the damage in the block and the intent system, and they're doing this like pinball bouncy stuff to add randomness instead of the card draw element."
Hi, Stoker.
Hello.
And we're off.
We are off to the races. Excuse me. Well, that's a lovely little knit frock you have there.
Spawn emote when you damage this. Interesting. Ooh. Need more mysterious holotapes from the Misty Mire.
Some more mysterious bat friend.
Okay. There are 6 arrows in a circle. Deal 1 damage. On bounce, deal 1 damage and stop. On scale bounce, add 1 stun. On core bounce, add 2 stun. Beast stun bar is filled. Beast will collapse on position. Yeah, okay. Triple blast, fire 3 arrows in a straight line. On core scale bounce, deal 1 damage, stop. On core bounce, increase remaining arrows damage by 1.
Can I say something about stun that I absolutely hate?
What?
Even if you stun the beast, its rampage counter still goes down and it can still rampage.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I get why they didn't do it, because that's a different effect, but that doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if they update that and didn't realize it. Unless they're afraid
Yeah,
of
because
sunlight.
then if you did it like how it seems like it should work, then stun is just strictly better than taunt.
It says on core bounce, increase remaining arrows damage by 1, but does it do damage? I'm assuming it does, because that would make
So it says on
sense.
core scale bounce, which means on cores or scales, it'll deal a damage.
Oh, okay.
The idea is you fire 1 arrow, it hits a core, it deals 1 damage, then it deals 2 damage, then it deals 3 damage.
Okay.
If all 3 of them hit a core, you do 6 damage.
And it's in a straight line, which makes it a lot easier to aim. Okay.
But it's on core scale bounce stop, not on any bounce, so you can still bounce it off of armor or off of the stage walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 arrow straight line. Oh, that doesn't... This one doesn't actually require any... to have dialogue.
This totally feels like the game we play as kids, right? Thorough
Final
explorer
Fantasy.
and her legendary lawyer crossing the world before bedtime, stealing the orbs, killing the good guys, and winning for the bad guys. Well, tell me, who's scarier, this beast or Granny?
Oh, the beast is right there, and there's a holotape.
I love that Poppy Secret was the villain in the end.
Would be pretty amusing.
Poppy is way too good because she saves a lot of time gathering materials.
Yeah, I didn't think that out of her first. I just assumed she was the healer. Then again, her skill is Farage.
He's the supplier.
Hmm.
Just on. What is it? Weak versus. Done. Okay. Okay, it's a growth one. Has a grow of 14. So
But if you get the big essence, you can't afford any darts.
just get the small essence. Versus stun.
One moment. Maybe. Hello, happy people. Wait, am I still muted?
No?
No,
Okay, good.
I just assumed you were talking to chat.
Oh, hello also to you happy people in the chat.
Oh, hello to you, Stoker.
Who is this mysterious stranger?
How is everyone doing this lovely night?
Woo!
Eh,
That's a good one.
I
You
spent
don't
like
say.
6-7 hours making that meme, and I only got like 30 likes.
I need to retweet that thing, actually.
What I
That
need
was
to
a
do is I
very
need
good
to,
meme.
yes, I need to see if I can change the 3D models texture to be pink. I need to do that and then export the entire thing as a mod file so other people can play it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because I think the asset manager I'm using allows me to just like throw everything into a mod file and then it will replace the files correctly.
That's fantastic.
Old Miller's talking about the where the F are we, Chris? With Armello though.
Yes. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
I'm giving that yellow scale.
That's a good meme. Yeah, it's a hot one right now.
It's one of my favorite memes that's come along in a while, actually, because it requires so much creativity.
Hmm. The good ones do. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. They're just kind of like shops, and it's like, sure,
Right.
you just took a screenshot from a game and then Photoshop Chris and Susie into it. But I like the ones where people like take two characters in the game and just kind of like slightly change their look or turn them pink and blue.
That's fun too.
It's like what's the one I saw earlier that it was like two wolf characters and it was like your chat settings have been restricted to to not be able to use certain words. It looked like a Neopets game. I don't know what it was.
I mean, it probably was. That seems like a very Neopetsy thing.
You can hit this one.
Mm.
Fun.
Yeah, someone did a SM64 one that actually had 3D models in it. Yeah, like that kind of stuff is cool.
I like when they basically incorporate the game engine with Susie in it.
Mm-hmm.
Very just one where you have Susie go around as Doom guy's assistant.
All it means is we need to have a house spec comic where Stewart turns these two characters, one of them into like a purple lizard and the other into like a blue monkey.
That's an idea.
And then it's like, God dang it, Chris, what happened to us? And of course it's like Chris with like a Kheries or something.
Chris.
Actually, now that you mention it, Grape is Susie, Max is Chris. How about if you turn it the other way around?
I could
Just
kind
make-
of see Grape as Susie.
Yeah. Or you make Peanut Chris. That'd be even funnier, actually.
They're both very tsundere.
And Peanut's like Proceed. Proceed.
Boing, boing.
Dude asks, what's your favorite thing about gaming, the gameplay or the story? That is a very big question.
Are we... Is that just a general question for all of us?
I think that's a general thing.
Okay. What I
I mean-
like about it is it's going back into, like you say, Nintendo territory, and I like the idea that you can rebound to do damage.
It doesn't say this game in particular.
Yeah, he said of gaming.
Oh, of gaming.
No, yeah, so he said, what's the most favorite thing about gaming, the gameplay or the story? It's the same thing I always harp on. I'm here for the looter narrative consonants. I am here for where the story and gameplay converge to create a better product.
Ooh, that's
I'm
a fancy
here-
answer.
I would say story too.
Yeah, I can
Why
kill this
not?
right now. Okay.
Like, you know why the Sonic games are great? Because the whole idea of Sonic is he goes fast. You know what you do in those games? You go fast.
You know when you play Final Fantasy and you're
Except
a
for
weak
the
little
parts where you
hero.
don't go fast.
Those suck.
Yes.
As Pro Jared puts it, those are the wheat bran in your Lucky Charms.
See, this is how I look at the Sonic formula. The idea is the replayability of Sonic is you explore levels because every level has multiple paths through it, and you find like the fastest paths through it,
Great,
and then you
right.
get real good at it and just blaze through it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's harder for me to pick out. I was having this discussion the other day with one of my coworkers. Oh, that cutscene.
I'm current up with my beloved cousin. I played a Blackberry pastry puffs. What a new mystery hollow cake.
Okay, this is yours. Joker.
Mr. Bramwell
sorry.
to the stage. Mr. Bramwell to the stage.
I'm coming.
Finding the route proved most perplexing, but at last I've access to the seaside's crystalline rocks.
The seaside? Skip, these tapes really are talking about how to get to the coast.
Further research is required, but initial measurements are deeply inconclusive. If only I could get closer to...
It cut off.
Let's keep looking.
Hello, baby. Who always wants my attention whenever I am sitting down.
Anyway, I was saying it's harder for me to pick out games that have really good literal narrative consonants rather than games that don't. Because it's easy to point out the games that don't, because it's just like, oh, your character is trying to build something or is trying to be creative in some way, and the only way you can interact with the game is by attacking things or shooting things.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the default for a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
It has.
Now, if you have something like, I would say Harvest Moon is actually very good, because it's the idea of like this somewhat pastoral fantasy, right? But a lot of the game comes down to time management and like being able to do things efficiently and figuring out what you're going to do each day and planning your day out, which is a lot of what actual farming is.
And that's actually one of the reasons I really liked Harvest Moon, and
Stardew Valley is the same kind of thing,
Yes.
right?
yes.
Like that's probably one game that fits that bill very well.
Mm-hmm.
Souls has good ludonarrative consistency, I guess. That's still one where your only way to interact with stuff is combat.
You see.
Oh, wait, one sec. Whoa there, nonetheless. There's a mighty stacks of snacks you got there. Here, let me hold some of that for you. Don't underestimate my super piglet basket bouncing ability. Ha! I never. I was just planning on having lunch a little early. See this gut? It's used for stuffing.
Why didn't you just grab the holotape while you were there?
Oh yeah, Outer Wilds is probably one that's really good. Because the whole point of that game is discovery, and the thing you do in that game is discover and read stuff and research and just try to comprehend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Come on, go into the water. Fine.
Souls Reaper is talking about souls. They say, true, it's mostly combat, but the idea is that you're dropped into a world that's essentially hostile, with no idea what you're doing or what's happened. Right, but you can't even try to, like, interact in a non-violent way. You can talk with some of the shopkeepers and stuff, but you can't ask sort of leading or inquisitive questions of them. Right? You have like a perfectly linear speech with them, and then they just loop dialogue.
So what you're saying is in that world, it's kill or be killed?
Pretty.
Yeah. I guess in some aspects.
There is a story behind it, but yeah, it's pretty much.
Well, it's not that there's a story, it's do you engage with that story in a way that sort of lines up with what the story is trying to tell you, or what the story is trying to do. But in Dark Souls, the story is that you are trying to... Well, you have a decision. Either you reignite the first flame or let it die out.
I only got one idiot, sorry, so I'm not 100% included with the story right now. But all I know is that it's basically more of an atmospheric story than an actual, like... How do I put it?
So it's less of a... I think what you're thinking of is a narrative. A narrative is like what we're doing here in Beastbreaker, where there is a story that is happening and we are going through it. Whereas in, something like Dark Souls, there's a lot more environmental storytelling. There's stuff that happened before you existed or before you became a person on the stage. Or there are things that are happening outside of your purview.
It's similar to Skyrim, there you go. Like, the story in Skyrim, basically you're the catalyst of the story now, after everything that's in the story already happened. What your experience is basically what everybody else goes through, but you came out on top and end.
Alright, I can see the point you're trying to make.
Well, that's basically like you said. The fire goes... I haven't viewed all the endings yet, but one of the choices you have is to either, if I remember correctly, at the very end, you get to either ignite the flame or put it out. But people are probably like, huh? But you gotta play the game to find out what we mean.
Yeah, and if you follow just the narrative that's sort of easily laid in front of you, you will want to reignite the first flame. But if you read into some of the more into the hidden stuff and you try to think about what are these characters actually doing, what are their real motivations, you'll be like, maybe it is time to let the world die. How does a game like Puyo Puyo Tetris have a narrative? I don't know, I've never played Puyo Puyo Tetris.
I'm with Seamus though. I like stories where Final Fantasy Tactics was one of my favorite Final Fantasy stories. Not just because of the 2D cutscenes, but you get to build your own unit, customize it, get to feel like you're part of an army. I don't want the world to be destroyed. That's where I keep all my stuff. Exactly.
I think the idea of the world being destroyed in Dark Souls is a little less fiery apocalypse than the phrasing would have you think. It's more of like a descent into entropy sort of thing.
The centropy.
Yes. Katamari Damacy has a weird narrative.
Hang on, champ. I gotcha. I think that enemy got the point this time. Think you got the point? Oh, yeah, she says that.
Yes.
He does, in fact, say that.
I missed that. Wow.
Personally, I find I enjoy games where there's a narrative outside yours, where the world is outside your control and interaction, you just play one part. Yeah. There are several games that are like that that are pretty good. Honestly, kind of, Breath of the Wild, I feel, is like that. The fact that you kind of take control only after the calamity has happened. Honestly, Age of Calamity kind of breaks that thing because you take control during the calamity, but it sets up that this is not the same story.
Why do I keep missing that?
I forget, is this a bonus action tile?
Yes, I get a bonus action. Right.
Plus one action.
Just need to get into the attack area somehow and retaliate.
Right, because he attacks for 13, so if you retaliate, that's one shot.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna get me up there. I just run straight up there. I'm just gonna...
I think that could still work, right? You'll bounce off the claw and just kind of keep bouncing around.
Ah.
Hmm.
Still have one turn to do it. Hey, I can just, you know, retaliate.
Fight me!
Turn.
Fight me!
Fight me?
Great work, Chip. Oh, Skipper.
Tape
Skipper.
time.
You say ape time?
Tape time.
Ah. Well then.
Rape time?
Your,
Return to monkey?
it's yours, Stoker.
Oh.
Research indicates this beach was frequently referred to as the finest vacation spot in all the continent.
Ooh, that sounds incredible. Tropical drinks. Cute gals.
However, the since became better known for being dangerous, deadly, and overrun with pirates.
Even better. Ooh, I wish I knew how to get there.
Here are the coordinates.
I guess she gets so excited just because there's more pirates. Even
Corrupted
better.
Coast.
Corrupted Ghost. New arrows.
By the beautiful sea. Jonas isn't here, so somebody else is gonna have to voice Cinnabar.
I wonder
Word of
who.
you continues to spread, Skipper. It seems you're more capable than I anticipated.
Then could you show me the corrupted coast?
I see. You've gathered several recordings. Be warned, though. The coast is inhospitable.
Corrupted,
Though
you might
doubtless
even
the
say.
settlement Rex would be grateful for some protection.
Done.
Very well. Most routes are heavily patrolled by pirates. But I do know a hidden delta where you could enter. Provided you defeat the beast that is currently guarding it. Directions may prove difficult. This time, I'll meet you there.
Dun dun dun.
Pirates? I mean, it could be.
Oh, I would love if they were pirates.
I have a feeling they're going to be like lobsters or something, though.
Could be.
It's so big.
I always forget how dramatic it can be to gaze at the shallow-tide sea for the first time. Forgive me if I don't slither out into the sun. Water is not my personal preference, particularly this water.
Because spiky rocks?
Because of the corruption that caused them. Be wary. This world has been ravaged by more than beasts.
Dun dun dun. John Quill is like, look at me, I'm an oil quill.
There it is. Stun grenades. I don't know. The forge is gonna be very annoying to get through.
Oh, I was kind of half hoping you'd be like running across water during that intro part. Like, look, the water's only like 2 inches deep. I can just walk across. Like, yes, but it looks like you're running across water.
Dun. Ding ding ding.
Do you remember what it's strong against? It's not Scar, is it?
No, it wasn't. I think it was Drain.
You can't see it over there, but does it tell you over there on the right hand side under acid? Or over acid?
I really need to build up my... Ah, missed it.
Oof. There, my ferocious spikes.
Blood, feel my spikes.
so long building up charge for this.
Yeah, this shape's harder on swords because you can't get like stuck in somewhere just bouncing back and forth. Actually, wait, maybe you can. You see that exposed core to the up and right?
Yep.
Get in between the core and the scale right next to it.
You could also do the one at the bottom left and top left if you want to go there. But yeah, that.
It is now scarred.
Here seems like it'd be good here.
Didn't do as much as I wanted. Sure feels like it's a very conditional ability. If it requires that scales be connected to each other. They usually are, but not always.
Word is pretty much the bouncy mouse damage route. Like that.
There we go. Got the cracked flaw into the main core, so that's good.
Go back, there's lots of noise outside.
Bounces again.
Oh, I've seen rain like that before.
And bounces again.
Cracked. You cracked that whippersnapper.
Pretty sure I can still get inside. I missed. Thought I destroyed that. You got that going for me. bounce from right here. Got it.
So what does renown do for you in this game?
I don't know.
I have no idea, but number go up.
Yes, number go up.
Number do go up.
I would guess that it gives you more quests.
Unless you say the coast is clear. That'd be a pun then.
Your skill, it really is astonishing. I doubt the dangers of the corrupted coast will daunt you. Come on. Though perhaps they should.
You've been here.
I've been everywhere. And you have become quite well traveled yourself. Little wonder that word is spreading. But before I travel elsewhere, some advice for the coast in particular. Keep your guard up. And keep your footing.
You see. Oh,
Gotta admit, champ, it got me fretting up a storm. I can't even muster up a fun turn of phrase. It's clear there's no joking matter. As a scout, I feel responsible in a way. The land looks after us all, you know. We ought to return a favor. Thing is, I don't have any idea how to even start clearing up a whole shoreline. You can't just hold a trash pick a day, can you? But now the guy ever trying to quills.
someone in the corrupted coast has been expressing some explosive opinions. The Acrobat settlement holds a legendary hammer of no whiskersmith. Can Skipper's hammer skills convince him to part with it?
I like the name of it. The Acrobat.
I was really thinking for a moment that was going to turn out to be the hologram bat character's name. You know,
Have
like
to use a
Arrow the
hammer for this.
Acrobat.
Okay. So we're gonna use a hammer. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll use this, because you still have actions.
Oh my.
I have no idea what these are. Ace 2 and launch 2. Don't know what that is.
I'm guessing launch will move the beast around. Haste, I guess, is going to give you more steps.
I know it's weak versus drain now. Build that momentum.
Arcade. Speed. You don't have the leap slam this time?
I do not. That would have been nice.
So hammer spin is kind of interesting because it will destroy things in front of you as you're moving. So where it says you're going to bounce off, if you're like pointed at a scale, is not necessarily where you're going to bounce off.
True.
Sounds like something that'd be great once you get rid of these cores here. Going right up the middle. Or in between there. That's another good spot.
Oh yeah, hammer spin. If you could get inside,
I don't
between
know
the
if
four
I'll actually
sides.
bounce here. Let's probably won't.
I don't
actually
think you
bounce
will.
No, I don't think you're gonna bounce.
No.
But that's hammer spin.
I
Perfect
can.
for choke.
Let's see. Just
Yeah.
tears right through scales.
Cool. And now for the big slam.
Yeah, hammer spin's kind of like your one ability that will actually bounce here.
Doesn't take me very far though.
No.
Hate using momentum to just move a short distance.
Well, you can't really charge much anyway here.
No.
Near max energy.
Ah.
Ha, drat.
That looks doable.
Only gives me 10 steps.
Yeah, 10 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps. It's very movement constrained.
Oh, 4/4 is like, let's annihilate them.
Use the hammer spin first.
Okay, that looks good.
And I did not actually hit it. But if I hammer spin... Nope, that's not going to hit it either. Hammer spin.
So hammer spin only rebounds once, does it?
Oh yeah, it's like drain, because then it only deals 1 damage.
More steps and more inertia on this I build.
Ooh, that did good.
It got me outside, which I didn't want. Ah.
Bonus action tile. Oh, it's ought to be over there. Ah.
Get me up. Might be able to destroy this if I do this right. Yeah. Yeah, you're not doing very much there.
That buys you some time to beat it.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. The beast has been flacked. 20 shells now.
They'll definitely give me the weapon now.
Yeah, he wants weapons.
Oh, not the acrobat. This one's my fault. We were laughing around the beach bonfire and I suggested it as a joke.
You joked?
Hush.
Granny joked?
Anyway, Nettle loved it. She used it to flip around, vaulting everywhere, cackling like an utter buffoon. Word of advice, don't show this one to your cousin.
Oh, I'm showing it to her.
Right now, just try and stop me.
Okay, springing momentum. Gain 15 charge, plus 15 charge for each inertia. Unbounce, deal 1 damage. On second bounce, splash 5 and stop. Pole vault. Gain plus 1 action. On launch, deal 0 damage in small radius. Plus 1 damage and plus 3 steps for each inertia.
Bounce that steps to free.
I am still very curious if you can use this ability with 2 things that are less than 3 steps apart if you just keep bouncing back and forth infinitely.
Doable? Sounds like it.
Beast Slugger. Unbounce, stop. Deal 1 damage and a large arc. Repeat for each inertia. Flying Flurry. Pierces everything on every step. Every 8 steps, deal 1 in a medium radius. Plus 1 damage for each inertia. On Arena Bounce, stop. Interesting.
So I really like that third ability because it kind of sets you up to just like move into a position where you're like right in front of a core, and then you sit there and you just wham, 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 just wail up on it.
That's a big bomb.
Swap that for Sentinel's Mail. Because we're going to be using the new hammer. more dialogue.
Let's see.
You outdid yourself with the last batch of food. This low-to-sea cake has made my dreams come true. Thanks! I haven't read the recipe, so I guess you could say I'm being a whisk taker. I can't quit nibbling. No wonder these recipes are so popular.
My kind of jokes.
This gang a clue?
Oh.
Was this a corruption pool? Broken keg, black powder, smells burned. And the pool's empty? So this is a new beast, it looks like.
Got my hammer. Oh, yes. Fish.
He's fish.
This smells fishy. Okay, I'll walk myself out.
And second bounce, flash 5 and stop. So I want to make sure that the second bounce is what counts here.
Interesting note here, but each of the cores are pointing towards the tail.
Yes.
It says land shark.
They're just starting. I might as well just build up some more.
You'd say these two went to the beach on puns. Okay.
Didn't do any extra damage to it.
Oh, okay.
This look like? Overall, gain +1 action. On launch, deal 0 damage in a small radius. +1 damage and +3 steps for each inertia.
I find it interesting that it gives you the ability to get +1 action, because it sounds like you could keep on doing it and doing it and doing it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, of course, it takes up the charge. Of course, there's the bounce.
Yes, it takes up charge. Alt. Now, how am I even supposed to get to its head? I mean, I can use Flying Flurry to, cut through, but that would only do 1 damage at a time, so it wants me to go
Through the teeth.
through the teeth.
Yes.
That's horrible.
That's showbiz.
Ah!
With the armor pieces that make up the head being segmented like they are, it makes me think they might come apart.
Possibly. You can also be able to get radius damage on it. Got 5 damage on it just with that. So it says bonus action trigger when hit moves a beast into a vulnerable position. There's one. Okay. Didn't actually see any of that before. Aha!
Oh. 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 Man, his head jod went all apart there. Well, now he can chomp you. Okay.
Ow. Hitting anything with this.
Too bad he couldn't pole vault into that tooth there that you knocked out.
Okay, let's try this. Stun. Yep.
You're not gonna try to get rid of that too? No.
I have plenty of leeway.
Think you got the point.
That sent me farther than I wanted it to. It has his mouth open wide in this formation.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Is as you destroy some of the cores, his attacks change, and instead of whipping around with his tail, he now has to like try to bite you. And when he does that, he opens his mouth.
Ah, just like pretty much every Metroid boss.
Yeah, kind of. It's a way to keep you from just sort of gunning him down by going straight for the vital core.
Mhm. Nom nom nom.
But no, we were talking about like game stuff before, and I think this game is I think this game is very well designed. I love how it balances risk and reward.
Oh yeah, this is really fun. I like it a lot.
Right. Every turn you do, you have to think carefully on it. It gives you all the time in the world to think about it, but you have to make use of all your turns because that rampage timer is just going to keep ticking down.
Okay.
Who wants to think? Just go bounce, bounce, bounce.
So that's an approach.
And if you have a sword that hits hard enough, you can just do that.
I just like it's very classy.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's going. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Clash Spark.
Ooh.
Burrow Bolts. Fires 2 arrows in a small arc, pierces through scales, applies essence. Apply Fragile. Fragile takes 1 damage if Fragile is applied again.
Hmm.
Cool.
I don't remember if this is Clatterclaw. Seen a Clatterclaw before?
I don't think so. That Barracuda was the first one we faced, the first new one we faced on the coast. I already forgot what its name was.
And more dialogue.
Good night, Seamus.
Yeah, Quill. Or like when you were little. A real handful to hear my ma tell us. But I relaxed the time once I ditched the dresses and figured out how I wanted to be. Dressed. Seems like your sense of humor never changes, though.
Oh,
Gee,
okay. John Quill's a trans man. Didn't know that.
my mama used to dress me in pink.
That's nice.
She always said I was a flower.
That's right. Give me that. That. I don't know where the beast is. How can it avoid detection on a board where you can barely walk anywhere?
It rolled real good on stealth.
Apparently. There it is. The crab sort of thing. And we're ambushed, so we don't get anything.
Mr. Krabs?
How you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Do you like the craft? Oh man, yeah, look, now the vital core is surrounded by other cores. You have to drill through them. Or if you or actually if you had the weapon that was like pierce everything.
Oh, you definitely go crazy with the bouncing with the claws, though. Ooh.
Ah! Oh, it's gonna hurt me. And badly. That's a really nice way to start this off.
Don't get hit ahead. Hit again, forehead.
I forget to swap out my armor.
If you press the plus button, you can abandon the fight. If you think it's just...
Well, we didn't actually get anything. The thing that we came for, so...
Yeah.
Perhaps the Gex. Crap. Yikes. Yikes.
I don't think there's any like punishment for rampaging. Really, there's not like a oh, if 3 settlements die in your playthrough, your save gets paved.
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
No. It's probably got the darkest dungeon mechanics, except you don't lose anything for losing. You can just do it on and on and on.
The game 5 ammo when you damage this tile, but ammo is still not as important. Not action. Not as important as charge.
Yeah, because you can turn 10 charge into like
3 or 4 arrows.
Yeah. So do you want 5 arrows? Do you want 20 charge? It's just like, well, I could get 20 charge and then turn that into at least 6 arrows, and I get to reposition myself twice.
Dialogue.
More dialogue.
And it's just like, it's not like she can't get it, like she hasn't even tried to get it, you know? Paprika, take this seriously. Paprika, this is no laughing matter. Whether it's beast or chores. Hearing her talk, you think laundry's a life or death situation. Even folks' loves can put too much pressure on us, lass. It doesn't mean we can't fault them for it, but sometimes you just can't be helped to meet in the middle if you think about the pressures they're under, too. Laundry's a life or death situation. Everybody will tell you that.
Found clue. The black powder plot hasn't been uncovered yet.
Really? Remember the 5th of November.
I'll never forget it.
Alright, Needlebeak. That's one we faced before.
Weak versus taunt is nice. Since I finally got to companions, it hasn't been that big of a deal. Even so.
Yeah, the fact that the taunt also increases the rampage counter by 1,
Get
so that
grow of 20, so fire essence. See. Yeah.
Birdface. Yee.
Can't reach it. Okay. Does it apply more taunt if I hit more cores?
I don't think so.
This only applies 5 taunt.
I don't know, but you're further in the game than me. I've never used grenades before. I've only used darts. So.
Oh, how did your war bet go, by the way, Stoker? Did you finish that yet?
I still haven't managed to get it to generate. I went on to the final dungeon. I beat the entire game. I'm still grinding for the war mech so I can get that those last 2 Steam achievements.
What's your party's average level at this point?
Give me one moment and I'll tell you. 95.
Wow. My average.
You're just gonna vaporize Warmac when you meet him.
I mean, that's fine. At this point, I'm achievement hunting. I want the last 2 achievements. The one for the complete bestiary, and the one for having all the achievements.
I got the achievement at level 60.
Then I can climb into my coffin and be at peace with my life.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I never would have dreamed it would have taken this long for the RNG to give me what I want.
Well, at least I know the people on Steam were not joking when they said they couldn't find them.
You just need to clasp your hands together and pray to RN Jesus. It goes like this. Hallelujah, hallelujah, roll a good one for me, RN Jesus.
I'll do that. I'm willing to try anything. God, even my black mage.
Yes, it does do more if I hit 2 cores.
Cool.
Okay.
Is it over 800 hit points at this point? My party, incidentally, for this run was a fighter or warrior, depending on, what translation you prefer. A black belt or monk, depending on what translation you prefer. White mage and black mage.
Ah.
And I named them Swordy, Punchy, Healy, and Zappy.
That seems really weird that one translation would be white mage and one translation would be black mage.
Okay, you know what? You know what?
You know what? That's how you presented it. How else am I supposed to take that statement?
I think if I do this again, I'll swap out the white mage for a red mage and the black mage for a thief.
Well, I'll say this. After beating the game and going through the classes deeply, I think the coolest DPS party would be the fighter, black belt, the thief, and the red mage.
I bounce
there
off
you go.
the corner, but I can't.
I'm trying to... Nope, you can't do the DVD thing. I'm trying to remember. Black mage is like hardcore magic user, and red mage is like spell sword.
Yes.
Well, yeah, black mage is all offense magic, white mage is of course all healing and defense magic, and red mage is a mix.
But one of the other things too that the red mage had the old days that the newer games don't do much is that he were male.
Okay.
He wore some pretty good gear for armor back then. Makes him less squishier than the the white and black mage.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. And as most people tell you, they just basically put the buff spells on the buff spells and the occasional fire, lightning, and ice AoE spells on him, and until he gets to endgame, or
You're
he just
telling me the red mage is a muscle wizard?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
I'll be honest, when I first played the game, I wasn't really interested in the red mage, because I said, wait a minute, he gets magic, but he can't use the big magic. But then I started realizing, hey, wait a minute, that sword's pretty cool on him.
Red Mage's thing is he can do a little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
Until later games when everything encompassed a lot more stuff, and then Red Mage was just...
Yeah.
He's he's basically he can't hit he can't hit as hard as a black mage with magic, but he compensates with single target melee damage. That's the way I see him now.
Yeah, and having decent melee damage is nice when you can quickly run out of magic, especially in the first Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, but they
honestly, physical attacks outdo magic most of the time in the first one.
Yeah, magic is mostly for doing AoE stuff, especially since in the original Final Fantasy 1, most of the effect, the status magic didn't actually work.
Yeah, too buggy in the original. I
Really
didn't even know
didn't.
back then. You pretty much use the black mage to mow down the weaker monsters back in the original, until he gets his famous nuke, which was called Flare in later versions. I still wish they left the name Nuke in there because I like that. Oh wait, I got a whistle here that can literally shoot nukes at you. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I think they probably consider that since it's the Japanese game being translated by Americans, calling something a nuke might be a little insensitive.
Yeah.
I legitimately can't believe I'm gonna max out my levels before this thing shows up. What does my life come to? All I'm trying to do is get the one enemy to spawn that nobody ever wants to spawn.
I can actually kill it right now.
Outside of this context.
And I'm sure you're doing this, but you're outside Tiamat's big stairs, right?
Yeah, I'm on the bridge where I killed her.
Yeah. I'm still surprised you haven't met Warmech. Wow. Hats off to you, though.
Yeah, it's impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know they said it's a rare encounter, but this is some next level shit.
Really shouldn't be that rare. It's, in the original, it's 1 in 255.
Well, Stoker, if it's so rare, you should put it in the oven for a little longer. Let it get some color on there.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you're
it's on
looking
medium,
for it
maybe.
in the correct spot?
I mean, it's supposed to spawn anywhere on this floating bridge between the teleporter and the boss encounter with Tiamat.
Yeah, that's the right spot.
Yeah. That's where I found it.
And I know that you don't have to kill Tiamat first, and as far as I'm aware, Tiamat being killed doesn't eliminate the encounter.
As far
No,
as
it
you're
doesn't.
aware.
As far as I'm aware. If somebody finds out that killing Tiamat makes the Warmech stop spawning, please let me know so I can quietly cry.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to do that.
Stoker, I'm sorry to
I'll
say we
double
have
check,
some
though.
unfortunate news. We've been trying to reach you about your car's warranty for 3 weeks now.
You know what? I ate my car.
Correct response.
I mean, I was concerned that possibly killing Tiamat might make it stop spawning, so I do have a save from before I killed her, like 30 levels ago. So if I have to, I'll go into that one. That will make the encounter quite a bit more challenging.
This is a giant frog.
Oh, well,
Ribbit.
too bad Mallow isn't here.
Yeah, that's my third cousin, twice removed.
Oh, here it is.
Level 97 the average for the party, by the way. Thank God for the auto battle feature. I'd have literally lost my mind by now.
I love the auto battle feature. And the music just makes it even better.
You know what? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. This is what I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna hit level 99, give up, head towards the warp to leave the tower, and then it's gonna spawn.
That would be torturous.
That's kind of cute.
According to a YouTube video, you do not need to kill Tiamat for it to spawn. It can spawn anywhere on the bridge, and it's heavily range dependent.
Right, but killing Tiamat doesn't cause it to stop spawning, does it?
As far as I can tell, I'm trying to be absolutely certain about it. But 1 second.
Also, I really enjoy how much of the original Final Fantasy is just transparently stolen from D&D.
Oh yeah. Do you watch the I think it's a Game Maker's Toolkit video about how like all RPGs can trace back to D&D?
I haven't watched the video, but I do know, of course, that's where they all come from. It's kind of funny to me because most of them at least try to sand off the serial numbers a bit more. But original Final Fantasy really doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, the way your magic is basically just spell slots, for instance.
Okay, that's Searing Pool. During your movement in this area, you get Stymied 2. Stymied attacks don't apply essences. Asmid Cloud, you get sapped, you deal 1 less damage, minimum 1.
This is applying status effects now. Interesting.
I'm gonna laugh so much if I finally fight this thing, and because I'm so over-leveled, I just one-shot it.
And they stay on the field, okay. And stymied. Okay. Attacks don't apply essences. Boo. Oh, if you hit the eye, it... What does that do?
Sure.
Everyone's at level 98 now.
Feel like going back and find them again just for fun, but let me see. Not at the moment. See, the thing is, I remember now, I got him before I fought Tiamat, just for fun. I don't know about afterwards, but a lot of videos are trying to say, they're saying that you can get it after you kill Tiamat, but they keep showing before you fight Tiamat, so I don't know.
It's alright.
You shouldn't disappear just because Tiamat's gone. But hey, the most detailed video about the war mech just basically says, do not need to kill Tiamat to spawn. Okay, there we go. I got a confirmation, like, video person. He always spawns, always.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So it does not matter.
Yes,
I'm
it
just
does not
having
matter.
extraordinarily bizarre luck.
Yes.
As you do.
A 1 in 255 chance, and I don't even know how many hundreds of enemies I've killed trying to get it to happen.
Bam, dead.
Dead? Oh, he's dead.
It's dead, Jim.
We splat the spider?
It's a frog.
Oh, bog spitter. I remember I turned away. Old weapon, no renown bonus? Okay. You had it in you. And it's past midnight. Shoot.
Yep.
And I am officially
Max
like
level?
2 battles away from being max level.
Miller.
These powder kegs that you've been uncovering are interesting.
Why?
Someone is fighting the beasts indirectly by vaporizing the corruption that feeds them. That's an approach that not even I have seen. Perhaps it would be best if I joined you on this particular journey. Alright.
Yep.
Seems like a good place as any.
Or shadowing. Yes. Perfect time then.
I do appreciate
man.
that the talkie scenes are not super long each, so that you have breaks between them.
That is
Yeah.
pretty nice of them.
A lot of people who have like visual novel style stuff forget to do that and just have minutes long talking scenes, 5, 10 minutes long, 15 minutes
Alright.
long.
Okay, we get it. You played Persona.
Well, wait a minute now. Metal Gear Solid? Anybody? Metal Gear Solid 4?
It's not bad to have that much dialogue in your game, but it is a game, and you need to pace it out.
In all fairness, it was pretty cool in the first time they did it, but yeah, it gets old fast.
Well, I did it. I hit level 99 for everyone without encountering.
Turns out you have War Mech
Without
turned off.
encountering the War Mech.
You have War Mech turned off.
There you go. You turned off War Mech. Oh,
Why
right.
didn't I think of that? Well, I pity anything that attempts to encounter me now.
White
That
Mage
is a
can
good word there.
White Mage can already punch Mech now and win.
Yeah, that'll be... If I ever manage to encounter it with this party in this level configuration, White Mage will just smack it once and it will explode.
Hilarious.
With the full Deltarune explosion.
Oh, yeah, that would be hilarious. In fact, if we should, if only we could have somebody edited to do that.
If only you knew somebody who could mod games like that.
But who? Where would we find such a person?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it'll always be a mystery. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And next game, we'll find out if Stoke killed a War Mech. Have a good night. There.